And then we will send out the alerts.
Are we prepared for combat, BB?
No. Actually, I put
Okay.
no thought into what was happening before you guys walked up on this. So, welcome everybody
Cool.
to the stream. Glad to have you here. Good, welcome back. We are testing out another monster this evening, a monster that I built for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It is going to be a level 15 creature, and so I'm joined by 4 buddies today who have each built a character, all at level 14, to have an easy encounter to give me a real good measure of the creature, of where I want it to be at, how it's faring, everything like that. These characters are treated as though they aren't facing this thing like at the start of adventuring day. They do have like spells spent, they do roll to see if they have hero points, stuff like that, all to simulate just sort of like how this weighs as a combat. So with that being the case, I'm going to have my players introduce themselves and the characters they are playing. Uh, and I guess I can't really do that without saying your name, so I'm going to partially introduce them as well. Larry, who are you playing this evening?
I'm playing Dara. She is a catfolk swashbuckler.
Ah, well, good thing you pronounced that, because I was going to pronounce it Dare.
Yeah. Same.
I feel like you'll still say dare later.
Probably. And you guys can probably tell, maybe more so with Larry than myself, but he and I are both a little sick.
Let's go.
We are brothers in sickness this day. But we're going to try to get through this for you guys. Next, we have Shy. Shy, who you got?
Hello. Yeah, I'm playing a just a concept I had, which was a fire sorcerer, Scarhide Goblin, whom I have lovingly named Phragma. And
right.
I look forward to the chaos that I get to bring with her.
Very fun. Goblins always are. Decaf.
Hello. I am actually jumping over to Disney, pulling out the Owl House, and I am playing the main character, Luz Noceda. So I have built her as an inscribed one witch, because her patron would otherwise be Ida, or technically King. Spoilers for those of you who haven't watched. But yeah, she's just your typical arcane witch.
Very cool. You know what? It's a good thing I'm having you guys actually pronounce these characters' names, because I would have called her Luz. It's loose?
Yeah, just like the word loose.
Okay.
Loose.
Yeah.
Yep. Sunday shoes.
I would have said Luz. Right, and then we also, we're not sure how much use it's going to see, but you do have a familiar.
That is true. I also come with String Bean because I figured level 14 means last season of the show, baby. We've got all of our power.
And to be fair, the familiars for the witch are a little more
potent
involved now.
In the remaster, yeah.
They're so good.
They're very flavorful. And then last but not least, once again, I'm going to have him announce his character. James.
Hi, I'm James Beck. You typically find me at Eldritch Osiris Games. Work with MM pretty often. I'm playing Ugrath, a Golem fighter, which I remembered when building this character of, oh god, fighter strong.
See, that name, I feel
fighter
like I would have
play around.
I feel like I would have pronounced correctly.
I have dyslexia, so throwing too many like vowels in there, it would have been a nightmare. So just whatever the most straightforward sounding name is going to be what it is.
And I appreciate that. So as we begin, you all are venturing through this glade, and it's very sort of peaceful scene, very sort of gentle, serene area. But as you move through it, you feel a wind stir, and carried upon this wind, and I'm going to let you guys organize yourselves how you would like as I'm describing this. Carried upon this wind, you notice strange pink petals of a flora that none of you immediately recognize. And those of you that might be informed enough to recognize it doesn't seem familiar to anything local to the area. And as you're noting this, as you're marveling at the sight of this, a great beast steps out from behind these trees here. It resembles a giant fox. A huge beast with pink fur that grows wildly from its back, almost seeming to stretch into clouds. Meanwhile, its tail is replaced by twisting branches from which pink flowers and petals sprout. And as it steps forward, with each paw print as it touches the ground, small trees grow from the earth, giving birth to more of these sort of pink petals that disperse, flowing into the air as a little branch withers. The creature in question looks like this.
Ooh.
Very cool.
And as it sees you... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I get like partial Okami vibes.
As it sees you, it gives an expression almost of surprise for an instant, before its gaze hardens into a glare and it bares its fangs at you. And as it does, let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
All right.
Ah,
Would it somehow by chance be rolling deception or diplomacy for its initiative?
Given the fact that it has neither of those skills.
Shocking.
No.
I feel like we should get this out now. I do have
No.
battle cry.
Ah, okay.
What are these rolls? What?
And I was gonna ask.
That is all of the nat 20s for the rest of the session.
Yeah, that's
I-
it.
I hope.
We go first, and that's it.
I'm upset about the fact that I rolled a nat 20 and I'm still going bare minimum third.
Get wrecked.
I was gonna ask, would it make sense that my character could be stealthy?
Sure, if you think that's something your character would usually do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to do the demoralize now?
Yeah, yep, go
I'm
ahead.
not even. I'm the last.
Sorcerers.
I'm sorry.
What's the
Mighty
point
and
of a nat
powerful.
20?
You're gonna just look really cool while trying to do it.
There are actually
my.
there are home rules I've seen people play with, where if you get a natural 20 on initiative, you're quickened for your first round.
Right.
If you get
Oh,
a
that's
natural,
funny.
If you get a natural 1, you're slowed 1 for your first round.
Ah, damn. I failed.
Yep.
Alright.
All right, so yeah, you give this thing
I
a
love it.
glare, but it appears nonplussed. So
This is gonna affect my build a lot. This thing's gonna be immune to frightened.
yeah. Dare, you are the first to act.
She is going to enter a stance. I forget the name of it.
Oh.
It is dueling dance.
Dueling dance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you draw your blade, entering into a defensive stance to better protect yourself.
Oh, right. She would have drawn first and then did that. And then what's the damn feat called? Is there any way she can try to just sneak off to the left over here? Or
Yeah.
there's,
Yeah.
like,
Do you
not
have
really
do you have
much?
do you have swift sneak?
I do.
Okay, then yep, you can sneak up to your movement.
Okay, which is 40 feet.
Ooh, that's impressive.
I think it's more, but I don't.
I think
know
you
where to
might
look
need
it up.
panache for it to be more.
Oh, right.
Uh,
All right, that's my turn.
could you give me your stealth check though?
Oh, right. Sorry.
See if you do successfully sneak.
That is not what I thought that was going to be.
Okay. Ugrath.
That-
Okay. A few things. I don't know why, but watchful gaze should be active at all times.
Okay.
That was just in case there was more than one creature. That dance actually looks really familiar. I don't know why, but I'm also gonna enter it as I
Alright.
draw out
Let's go.
my use an action draw my +2 greater striking grievous shock pick. Because God, Pathfinder
What?
can't have small names for their goddamn weapons.
I think that's when you name it.
The pick.
Stones
and
thunder.
then
Capital T.
the pick.
The pick of
No,
destiny.
da. It's DA and then pick. Oh no, I'm not that
Oh,
cool.
capital D.
Yeah.
The pick.
Okay. I cannot get to. I could if I. That's one action to draw, one action to enter the stance. I will get closer.
Okay. One
But
action to stance, one action to dance,
Relatively.
one
That's
action
it.
to approach. I was about to mispronounce it. Loose. It is your turn.
Woohoo!
I
All
was
right.
about to say Luz.
Terrible, and I love it. All right, Luce is gonna first off pull out her broom that String Bean is on, because it's always funny just to have, as a witch, a broom flying on you. But we're not gonna hop on that just yet. Instead, we are gonna tap into our rune magic as she pulls out a slip of paper, blessed by her major flaming star, and we're gonna toss a much weaker than her average DC fireball
Oh,
at this
Okay.
creature.
not a big fan of that. Let me make a reflex save. So this is the DC 29 basic reflex save. Let me make sure I got the Murakumo selected.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh god damn.
I take
Oh well, there we
no
go.
damage.
Oh!
Nothing.
Never mind.
Never mind. There are more nat 20s in this session. That was all three of my actions, though.
Okay. Alright, with that, it is the Murakumo's turn. This creature glares at you after you threw fire at it. Is not appreciative of that. So it's gonna move. It's gonna come up here. So as it bounds forward, the petals that you guys saw on the wind swirl about it, almost hiding its form. And until the start of its next turn, it becomes concealed.
Oh god damn.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
That's no way gonna interfere with me.
Then, and actually, I might actually be, yeah, sorry, we're gonna do this one. My mistake. So it is using two actions to approach Ugrath, because it's going to use something called Wildwood Pounce. So it's going to stride and then make a strike at the end of that movement. If it began this action hidden, it remains hidden until after this ability strike. So it's going to make a jaw strike targeting Ugrath.
Oh,
Oh,
come
boy.
on!
Oh my god.
Whoa! Whoa,
This is a
dude!
high rolling game today.
Ew.
Got it. Pain is going everyone's way today.
I didn't even hit you yet.
I feel better about this. With
You
all the
existed
fire,
menacingly.
with all the fire in
Clearly.
He's
play,
just standing there
I feel better.
menacingly.
All right, 88 points of piercing
Oh,
damage right off the bat.
Jesus Fuck,
Wow.
dude. Okay. Ow.
As the second part of this action, as he pounces upon you, it slams its feet into the ground, and erupting from the ground immediately after are just branches that stab up from the earth through you guys into the air. And this occurs in a 30-foot cone. Which means it just misses. God damn it. Or actually, I guess I would start. Oh, it always starts at the corner. Okay. Alright. So yeah, these branches erupt. And I'm gonna need a reflex save from Ugrath.
What did I do?
Well, I thought
Alright,
I was
at
going to
least I have
be able to
bulwark.
get
Stood there
loose.
menacingly.
I thought I was going to be able
Fail.
to get loose in the path, but I was wrong. All right, so you will take 19 more points of piercing damage.
I've never been happier to take the medic archetype in my life.
Well, give me a second.
Let me see. Okay. I can at least kind of do that? Well, no. Lines are supposed to be more like this, huh?
I feel like you can kind of affect a line to just make sense.
Yeah.
So, like, if you do...
Well, I'm going to do a
Oh.
line...
Wait, hold on. This is the best line right here. Gets nobody. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to do a line that is going to go through Ugrath and Luce. So, you see these petals, they begin to gather, and the creature does almost like an acrobatic backflip, and as it does so, it unleashes a swirling, almost like chakram of these petals that just carves through the earth in a straight line. So it's going to use Scatter Petals in a 120-foot line to catch Ugrath and Luce. So this is affected by its map. So here we go. All right,
Hmm.
and I assume that hits Luce as well.
Yep, my AC is a 34.
Okay. Then both of you will take 34 points of damage. Alright, strong opening from the Murakumo. Fragma.
Well, I was originally thinking of which level of spell slot I was going to use to heal until even more damage was dished. So now I'm not debating. Since our warrior up front probably is in quite a bit of pain,
A little bit. Just a little.
you'll instead get to feel this intense heat just wash over you. But it seems to, feel decent.
An invigorating heat.
Like a sauna. That should be D10s. The
Ooh.
frick.
So
Why didn't it-
7d10.
You're gonna make me do it manually. Fine.
Oh, or did you need to do... No?
Because healing hands, right?
Yeah, I was trying to see if select other variant if there was an option there, but it does not look like it.
No. It says I have healing hands. Let me double check just real fast to make sure I'm not crazy.
You can always just roll the 5d10s. So,
70 tens.
7.
Like, no, no, no.
She's not on any healing here.
Let's do that real quick, and then you can check while other people are taking their turn.
Go ahead and just heal for that, because my path builder does not have
Uh-oh.
healing hands listed as a feat that I took, and yet listed in the spell it was trying to say that I had it. So I don't really know what's going on there.
Well, all right.
No worries.
So what it rolled was accurate. My path builder, for once, is actually the wrong one, which is weird to me.
Well, there's one action remaining.
No, I had to use reach spell to do that.
Oh, okay. You didn't want to get closer for some reason.
Gee, I wonder.
Dare.
Only dealt like 130 damage to my fighter up front. You know, my HP.
I guess she's gonna move on over to right here.
Okay.
She's gonna try to do a feint.
Okay. So this is against the Murakumo's Perception DC. That is a success.
Dope.
Alright, so it is flat-footed to you.
And I'm pretty sure that's what gives me a panache.
Are you a fencer?
Fencer, yep.
Yep, then that gives you panache.
Alright, sweet. So I'm going to, well, dang. Oh. Right. Okay, I'm not gonna go with that. Let me just go with the regular strike for right now.
Okay. Ooh,
Mm,
that unfortunately will be a miss, even with it being flat-footed.
mhm. That's my
And
turn.
okay, all right. Ugrath.
Hi. We're gonna see if this thing has reactive strike.
Okay.
I'm gonna get here because they're not off guard yet. So
Yep,
I should at least make them off guard.
that is true. Yes, it is off guard, not flat-footed. It makes no moves against you.
Okay. Whew. That could have been worse. All right. Next, I am going to hit it with an intimidating strike.
Okay. So, and I forgot to ask this for Larry, but
Mhm.
can you give me your flat check first?
My flat check.
Because it's concealed. And so,
Concealed.
Larry, you don't have to
yeah,
worry
I forgot
about it.
that.
Yeah, all good.
I
Okay.
passed mine.
Yep. So go ahead and make the attack roll now. Against its off-guard AC.
Oh come on, we could roll better than that. I'm using the hero point. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm not taking this.
We did
You,
roll better.
you gotta be kidding me.
Well, actually, you know what it's
That's my
not
turn.
factoring in? It is
Off
not
guard?
it's not factoring in off guard.
All right,
So-
that would hit just
So
on the
that-
dime.
That is exactly a hit.
Reminder: I have legendary proficiency at hitting things. That doesn't stop bad rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be
Damn.
27 points of damage.
27 points
But
of
it
damage,
is
alright.
off. It is frightened 1.
Okay.
And this I could set up for other stuff again.
Alright. Let me just add Frighten to the creature. I forgot that I can right-click and add conditions instead of looking them up in the compendium. Loose.
Alrighty. Luce is going to run over here. Along with String Bean. Just going to keep him nearby. And then she is going to scatter out a whole ton of papers across the ground as she activates her other once per day major flaming star ability and creates a wall of fire.
Ooh. Okay. You summon just a wall of flames before you.
Yep. It doesn't because it's through the item allow me to drop a line, but I would be going from here straight up, essentially, for 60 feet.
Oh, just like through it?
Yep.
Can you do that? Because I remember in like past editions you could summon the wall on things.
It doesn't say anything about against it. It just says
Okay.
you create a wall of fire, and creatures that start their turn in it take 4d6 fire damage.
All right.
Oh yeah, you could fully do a line of fire on a creature.
So like this.
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. It is the Murakumo's turn, so it has to make a reflex save, right? Or is it just automatic?
It just says any creature that crosses the wall or is occupying the wall's area at the start of its turn takes 4d6 fire.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeet. Yeah. After me, yes. Are you not looking at the encounter tracker?
At least they're honest.
9 points of fire, but you notice as it burns, the fire seems particularly effective against it.
I will call that out towards Fragma because I think that's all I have for fire magic for the day.
Which means you have upset it. So, it is... It's going to use another Wildwood Pounce. You know what?
Is it moving?
It is moving.
Hey,
As
hey,
soon as-
hey, hey,
They
hey,
ask
hey,
excitedly.
Hey, fighter thing. I can do the fighter thing.
Go ahead and do the fighter thing.
This only matters if I crit, okay? Come on, we gotta roll higher than what we were doing before.
There you go.
Natural
There you
20. You get. I disrupt the movement, for starters.
Oh?
Because the reactive strike.
Is that something they added?
If your
Eek.
attack is a critical hit and the trigger was a manipulate, it's a manipulate action.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say. I think there's a
You're good.
feat that would allow that.
You're
Yeah.
good. Yeah. That's 90 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Holy.
I also have an additional thing that I have just for
Oh,
you.
no.
I also took disorienting opening, which is when you
Oh.
hit a creature as part of attack of opportunity, they become off guard until the start of my next turn.
Very nice. Okay. So the Murakumo is now also off guard. That does not stop its plan. And actually, you got it to the exact point I needed to be at to open up another part of its kit.
No, guy,
Wow.
I did the
I'm gonna
wrong
do my
thing.
attack
I
of
hit it.
opportunity as well.
Oh, you've got one as well? Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love
Do I do
this.
the concealment thing?
Nope, because it only lasted until the
Okay.
start of its turn. Though it did just move another
Alright,
30 feet, so again, it is going to be concealed.
Oh, okay. At the end of the movement.
At the this would be it triggered by it moving, right? So he would be fine.
So this would be before it became concealed.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the off guard, that is a hit.
All right. Keep forgetting to target this thing.
Let's go. Teamwork makes the dream work.
All right, 18 points. And is that adding your precise strike damage? Looks like it's not. There might be an option to make sure to check off to make sure that you have your panache on your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be above where the strikes themselves are.
Okay, but
See a drop-down menu. It says basic, confident, perfect. I don't
no,
know what that is.
that's your finishers.
Oh, okay. Freaking Path Builder says it's 5.
5, another 5. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, after taking a bit of a beating, the Murakumo moves into position, bounding gracefully. And as it lands down, it pounces upon Loose. It snaps out with its jaws. With a 43 to hit.
Ow.
Or actually, sorry, that's only a 42 because of Frighten, which it didn't factor in for some reason. Alright.
Still AL.
32 points of piercing damage. And then it is going to use the Emanation for its Wildwood Pounce. So, if you're within 15 feet of it, which I think is just... Oh, nope, I get you as well. So it'll be everybody but Dare.
What are these rolls today?
Ooh,
Amazing.
Lus is safe.
God damn.
Ugrath fails. As does Phragma. So both of you will take 37 points of piercing damage. And then, as it summons these branches stabbing from the earth, it unleashes a howl. And you see a brief flash in the sky above you before a lavender lightning bolt strikes down at Luce. And I need you to make another reflex save, Luce.
Gotcha. Whoop.
Ooh.
Fun.
Alright, so you'll only take half damage.
Already?
So 14
Damn.
points of electricity damage. As you...
There we
So
go.
these branches stab from the ground and you definitely dodge them. But in dodging them, you see this lightning bolt coming down, and you manage to mostly evade that, but it singes your back hairs a little bit. The Murakumo has one action remaining, and I think it's going to give Dare some love by throwing a swirling petals at you.
Ooh.
With a 42 to hit.
Yep.
So it sends out this quick disc of these swirling petals, a horizontal disc, that deals 29 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it is Phragma, the last person to act in the round, who I will remind our viewers, or if you're just joining us, rolled a natural 20 for initiative.
On initiative, yeah. I suppose I should quickly just preface that I do have a -1 wisdom, so at least it kind of makes
A
sense.
nat 20.
A nat 20, yeah. Anyways. Well, Phragma got excited earlier because they were told that this thing doesn't like fire.
It does seem to be the case.
So, I think she just wants to do what she likes to do. And she's just gonna breathe some fire.
Okay.
Moose is in the way, though, so we're not gonna do it from right where I am.
Yeah, excuse you, man.
Well, not even you, but specifically Loose too.
Oh, Luce
I
moved
can't
move.
move.
Luce. You can't?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll fix that.
Oh.
No, unfortunately.
It's a
I'm not
disobedient
too worried
snake.
about it. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so just a
There you
simple
go.
little
You should be able to do so
15-foot
now.
cone.
Okay.
So right here. It was weird. Why did it? It put it further than it should have, but
Oh, I see.
there it goes.
So yeah, if you're doing it from the person, you gotta
I
start
fixed
it.
it.
Okay. Alright, it will attempt a reflex save, I assume. This is Breathe Fire.
Oh yeah, here. Let me.
Okay. Make sure I got my character selected.
What? And the
Not
Let's
a natural
go.
critical success.
Oh wait, no, wait, bad. Boo! I saw critical success before the name. Dyslexia, you nightmare. I saw Fragma and then critical success. I was like, yes, we did. Oh no.
It leaps over the flames.
think-
you breathe out.
I think it's good at reflex saves, guys.
Might be.
That's a problem.
One action remains.
Interesting. Glass shield.
Okay.
As she takes some fire and just superheats the air in front of her.
All right,
Goes,
Dare.
oh.
It is presently flat-footed. You have your
Oh.
panache. I had to cough. What do you want to do?
Well, if that's the case, then I'm just going to go like, yeah. I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
Or sorry, that would be one over right here, and I'm gonna try to tumble through for my second action.
Ooh, all right. You already have panache.
Yeah, but this is just so I can try to set up a flank with
Oh, okay, okay.
G later. But then I don't want to get in Fragma's way.
I think you can take it.
So
Whatever Fragma's got. I don't think you got to worry about being in the way. I think you can take it.
I think so too.
You don't want to get it set on fire?
Screw it. I'm gonna try to tumble through. Let's go.
Okay. So tumble through is a acrobatics check versus a monster's reflex DC.
You got this. I
This is
believe
gonna
in
be.
you.
You're not gonna get it with this.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Reroll that.
You're appointed.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Unfortunately, a
What is
6
with
is
this-
not gonna help you either.
What is with this game? And it's just
Alright.
like, we're gonna give you 2 better on a reroll.
Well, it is nice that you guys know. Because now if you fail by 2, you can be like, all right, now I'll spend my hero point.
To give me that +2 bonus.
Yeah.
So you go to tumble through its space, and it swings its tail made of branches at you and just batters you back.
All right. Let's just do like a finisher or something.
Okay.
So let's do I guess a perfect finisher.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Start off actually with the concealed check.
Right.
All right, good on concealment.
Uh-huh.
Now roll your
Uh,
attack twice, and we'll use the better result.
So this is where I'm guessing I check in that finisher, put it on perfect, and then just attack with my rapier.
Yep,
Okay.
that should do it. I guess we'll see. You've never.
We'll see.
It did. Oh, nope. It looks like it rolled
What?
2d. Okay, no. I see what it did. Yeah, the KH means keep higher.
Oh.
So you rolled a 10 and a 14. It kept the 14 and it added your 27.
Okay.
Okay.
I was very confused there.
Yep. Go ahead
Sorry.
and roll damage. That is a hit.
Okay.
Oof. Alright, my poor thing. I hope it survives to its last ability. And if it doesn't, I will make it survive. Okay, we are back around to Ugrath in round 3.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is this thing now off guard because of the exemplary
Disorienting.
finisher?
Oh yeah, that. Well, it's also. No, because your disorienting opening is only off guard.
Till the start of their turn.
No. But they have the. Oh, I don't know if they were using a finisher on that. My bad.
No, he did.
Because
The foe's
it says
flat-footed.
on
Yep.
the. Yeah.
Yep. So it is off guard because of that.
Yeah, that was just mostly whether or not I was setting up a flank or not, because I wanted to do an action called combat grab.
Yeah, it is.
This is why.
It is
Yeah.
currently off guard.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna combat grab them, so that means I can make a melee strike while keeping one hand free, and then if the strike hits, I can grab the target using my free hand.
So with the remaster, did they remove the press trait from combat grab?
Oh, that is a press trait. Oh, darn.
I mean, this could just be a
Okay,
normal
this-
attack.
This will just be a normal attack.
Okay. So first action, step up. Second action, strike. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Oof.
28.
Okay, I can take it.
Then combat grab.
All right. And it is still off guard. Actually, I can... Whoops. It turns invisible.
Oh, that was so close to that nat one. My heart sunk.
43, all right.
43. So then it should be.
Whoops.
I mean, I'll take 21.
Okay,
Sorry. It's also now grabbed. If it's not
Alright.
dead.
it is still alive.
Okay, so it is considered grabbed as part of combat grab. And then this is where we're going to sink it, all right? All on the last attack. Kids, don't
Well-
normally do this at home.
You've already used 3 actions.
No, because combat grab was one to move. Ah!
Yeah,
Okay, never mind. Kids, you're good. Just do what I did on my turn. Which is impose penalties.
loose. Loosey-goosey.
Luce will wish the rest of the party luck as you see her swing her legs over her broom,
She cast Wish,
and she
and
goes
wishes she
to
was somewhere else.
fly away a little bit. Yep.
Thankfully,
We're just
that's a
gonna-
ritual now. We're good. No
Oh.
more wish during combats.
I'm actually sorry. Could I have you roll 2 quick flat checks?
Oh no, I forgot about the concealed. All right,
Oh,
let's
no.
bank it.
Alright,
First one,
first one's
success. This is for the 21 damage. Yeah, that makes it.
Makes it exactly.
We're good. Oh boy.
All right.
Beautiful.
So did you have to spend an action to mount the broom?
It doesn't say anything about it, but I definitely interacted to pull it out because
Okay.
I definitely did not otherwise have it in hand.
Yeah. I wasn't sure about
the only
about
other thing
magic
it
brooms.
calls. Yeah, the only thing it otherwise calls out is its 2 action ability, which is lift off, where I can send it to go somewhere. But
Yeah.
otherwise, yeah, nothing about
Alright.
mounting it. So,
2
jumped on,
actions
moved
to
away
get up
30
there.
feet. Otherwise, I can just run.
Yeah.
2 actions.
You said you had to pull it out.
I did that on my first turn,
Right.
like
okay.
round 1.
I thought
yeah.
you did, but then it
So-
sound from what you were saying, it sounded like you had just pulled it out. Like, oh, thought you had it
No,
earlier.
no. Yeah, she already had it in hand, but we're gonna swoop onto it and then fly away for 30 feet, and then from here I am going to pull out a potion that
Okay.
was given to me, and we're gonna drink it because delicious.
Okay. I mean, you're only less than half health. I'm not sure you need it. Oof.
Oh, I need it. I have no health compared
3,
to
4, 3
you
on
know,
the
our
dice.
melees. I'll still take it.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. All right. It
That
is
ensures
the-
I can maybe make it another round.
It is the Murakumo's turn. Which means I do get to use at least part of my 3 action ability. So, it leans its head back, partially restrained by Ograth as it is, to unleash a howl. And as it does so, the petals that have been swirling and gathering about it begin to whip around almost in a cyclone in a more furious fashion than they have before. As these petals, these sakura flowers, slide against your skin, they cut and slice into it. And this happens in a 30-foot emanation around it. And this, you can see like sort of gathering around it, reaching up into the air. And as that's happening, you see these darker clouds gathering above. And so, anybody within 30 feet of the Murakumo, so Luce is safe this time, but I need you all to attempt a fortitude save.
Do you have an ability to throw up so that we can roll off of that, or no?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay.
Actually, can I?
Separate question.
Here you go.
Why fortitude?
Because it's unavoidable.
Nice.
You're just trying to weather the storm of it.
Critical success.
What just happened?
I figured out how to throw it up in chat.
Tried to roll and it stopped me. There we go. All right. Oh, hell no. We're going to re-roll that. Pardon my language.
Too many of you have 0 points. I don't like it.
The duality of man: critical success, critical failure.
Why did it roll for the Murakumo?
Oh. Well, to be fair, you weren't...
We're all the Murakumo in our hearts.
Oh, somehow I have him selected.
You guys are all owners of the Murakumo. That way so that I can show you the sheet later. So, if you do select it, you...
Call out.
I would have still critically failed on my roll, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a new save, and I'll just
That's
pretend.
fine. Yep. Make sure you have yourself selected.
How do I? There we go. Move that and doink.
Okay, so that
Much
is
better.
a success. So, those of you that succeeded, which is just Fragma,
Ha!
you will take 16 points of slashing damage. Dare, you will
Damn.
take the full 32.
Sure.
Hey, I'll take 16 over 64.
In addition, as these petals swirl and fly about, all creatures within the area are concealed. And all creatures outside the area are concealed to those within.
Okay. Makes sense.
Fragma, it is your turn.
Well, why am I wounded?
I don't know. You applied it to yourself at one point, and I thought it was weird, but I didn't say anything.
Why? I didn't know I even did it.
Fragma fainted at the start of combat. It counts as dying 1. She came back up, and then now she's wounded 1.
She was wounded because it avoided her fire. It wounded her heart. How dare it avoid her fire? Speaking of, how dare you avoid my fire? Now she's mad. So she's gonna start off with an elemental blast,
Okay. She draws upon
and we'll
her
do
net
a
assist.
10-foot burst, just right here.
Okay. Wood element?
Fire.
Ah,
I'm a
Yes.
fire elemental sorcerer.
alright.
I know, shocking.
Let me make a... Well, no, that'd be if you were an
Another
electric
reflex
elemental
save.
sorcerer.
Huh? Who'd have thunk?
Ooh. I'm
Oh.
gonna use a villain point.
What?
Alright.
Lol.
I'll
take-
take it.
I'll take the failure.
Wait, what?
Just go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Alright.
There's so many ones.
That is not bludgeoning, that is fire.
It would be dead, but I'm going to keep it alive because there's something I want to demonstrate.
Oh, I thought you had gotten it. Darn. Alright,
think that.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Trees
All right.
ferocity.
If we kill it twice over, they just straight up can't do that one ability they really want.
Yes. If you guys can
It's up to us.
if you guys can get it down to its max HP and the negatives.
But you put it to
You
1,
got
didn't
this.
you?
I did put it to 1. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Nope.
Okay. All right, Dare.
Try to tumble through again.
All right, give me that reflex acrobatics check. That
36.
is a failure.
Dang it. Hmm.
It's almost hard to make out like where it ends and like this petal storm begins.
Right.
And so like you maybe go through what you think is an opening, and you just like run into its paw and it kicks you back just automatically.
Right. Can I try to feint?
Yeah, of course.
Do I take a penalty to that or anything?
No.
No, right? Alright, cool.
It is off guard to you, by the way, because I am grabbing it.
I'm just trying to get panache.
That makes sense. You know what? You do you, bestie.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I won't do me.
Let me see. Your feint backfires. You are off guard against melee attacks that target attempts against you until the end of your next turn.
They're wet.
Oof.
You go to feint and you put yourself out of position instead. And so now you are off guard to all of the Murakumo's attacks until your next turn.
Awesome. Alright, well, let's just try to hit this thing then.
Okay. Give me that. Oh, did you roll the perfect finisher again?
Oh, no, it's not checked in.
It rolled a perfect finisher.
Permanent
Oh, it
advantage
needs to be
forever.
basic on there.
But give me
that's
your
weird.
flat check first.
Right. Roll it. Okay.
All right, flat check's good. Now give me that attack roll. That unfortunately is a miss.
That's my turn.
Ugrath.
All right. We're gonna go for an intimidating strike.
Okay.
Hopefully, this sets up for something good.
Even though you're holding it, give me a flat check.
Flat check. I know this is just how the world works.
All right.
All right,
check's
that
good.
worked for me. Wish I could have kept that 18. That's gonna hit for 40.
Yep.
That is 26 points of damage.
Give a resounding blow that you feel should slay this beast, but it remains standing.
That's okay. I'm only gonna try to do this funny thing. All right.
And you said it's frightened now?
Is frightened 1.
Fatigued, fleeing, frightened.
Okay.
Lots of conditions.
Then I'm gonna do a dazing blow.
Starting to look like a shy character out here.
So I have to make a melee strike against a creature I have grabbed.
Can I say?
Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's gonna miss.
That is a miss.
An action to press strike can only be used if you're currently affecting multiple attack penalty. You can use press action when you attack your turn. Some actions will press straight. Could I just do it again if it has a
can.
press straight?
You can.
Okay,
But give
I'm
me
gonna do it
the
again.
give me the flat check first.
Flat check. Can we pretend that was the flat check?
All right, flat check's good. Go ahead and give me your -10 attack.
All right. Come on with
Still
Gorham.
+19
We
to
got
hit.
this.
Nope.
Yeah,
that
that's
is-
gonna miss.
That is a miss.
I was trying to get you stunned, just to see if that would mess up your plans.
It does not actually. Loose.
Oh man.
All right. I think this is gonna try and work towards a vantage point. So she's gonna use her first action to fly 30 feet straight up, so she gets 15 feet in the air. And then, as she does so, you see she tries to throw a slip of paper into that wood storm going on there.
It
As
immediately
she
gets
attempts
caught
to
up in the
cast a
wind.
spell.
And you just see it going around.
And who knows what's gonna happen to it. So here's my flat check to cast a spell to target it.
Okay. You can target it.
All right. As we throw out one of her more experimental spells,
Ooh, okay.
as we petrify.
All right. Let me make a save. All right, it succeeds, but it is still slowed 1
Nice. All right, that is my turn.
as its wood becomes petrified wood. Then, as its turn begins, the darkening clouds that it mentioned gathered overhead flash with lightning that suddenly comes crashing down in the entire area that its has filled with petals. And I need everybody to attempt a basic reflex save to avoid the lightning.
I suppose.
Let's go with the
Wow.
failure.
Alright, Dara, you are completely fine. Alright, so Dara is unaffected. Ugrath fails. Phragma will take half damage.
I'll take it.
Whoops. Well, I critically succeeded on my own effect. I was excluding
I hope
myself
so.
Nice.
from the effect. Because it is an emanation, and I can choose that. But
You apparently didn't, and then ignored it anyways.
yeah. Anyway,
Oh my god.
all right. Only
Eh.
41.
I c-
Only 41
I
points
can
of
survive
electricity
that.
damage. All right. It then only has 2 actions.
It uses an action to die.
Some jackass slowed it.
I thought you said that wouldn't ruin your plans.
No, it didn't ruin the whole lightning thing happening. So you know what it's gonna do? It is going to do a... It's gonna scatter petals. And it's gonna target a 60-foot cone. Like this.
I'm feeling a little. I feel like
Oh.
2 of us are being targeted here.
Well, maybe you guys shouldn't have reactively struck it. It now knows it can't move away safely. Alright, does a 46 hit you guys?
That does not
That's a
crit me.
crit from me.
It's a crit for you. Oh boy.
Good luck.
I'm gonna roll damage. And Larry, you just take double.
Do I need to pick anyone up?
Nope.
And then, with
How are
its,
y'all looking?
Alive.
Thanks.
With
A little less than half. little less than half.
with its
I'm,
last action
I'm like at a
spent,
quarter.
it will spend its final action of its turn to die.
Hey.
So,
You know, if I had to put a value on how many hit points I had left, man, it'd feel like if I was at 61 out of 222.
Oh my god.
Random number, I know, but it's the only way I can express it.
What was the
Oh my god.
61 slices out of 222 slices of a pizza?
pizza. Yep.
Yeah.
If he were a pizza with 220 slices, he'd have about 61 slices left. But that covers the testing portion of the Murakumo. We're going to review this creature. So, Larry, you said you were going to head to bed after this. You're welcome to stick around if you want,
Yep.
but you're feeling sick, man. You're good to check out. Thanks for testing, though.
Yep. My pleasure. I will talk to you guys later.
Yeah, hey,
I'm being a
if
bad
you're-
man.
Rest.
If you're still up for it, we have a session Sunday.
Tomorrow, right?
That is tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right. See you, man.
I'll let you know. See you.
So the rest of you should be able to open up the Murakumo. This creature, if you couldn't see from its art, is from a game called Wild Hearts, which is sort of a Monster Hunter clone that has creatures that tend to be a fusion of like plant and animal. We've tested a few of them before already. We tested the Grit Dog, and I think at least one other. There was a Fume Beak. I'm not sure if we tested that one though, which was a big poison bird. But this is one of the more powerful,
Yeah.
one of the more powerful monsters in the series. It's it was added after the release of the game, so it's sort of like post-game content or end-game content, which led to the decision to build it as a level 15 creature. It's a fox, themed around sakura petals and wind and stuff like that. Leading to me build it as sort of a hybrid between a skirmisher and then with all its abilities, a magical striker as a sort of hybrid build. It is using for its level. It actually has an armor class higher than high, 1 point higher than high. Uh, Having a fighter meant that didn't mean too much.
I think you underestimate how many times I missed due to poor
That's
rolling.
that's due to utterly terrible rolling.
I was
Um,
gonna say, so what was your bonus to hit? Out of curiosity.
29. One lower than its main attack.
you had a 60% chance to hit.
I'm so happy about that number.
And like he told me all this, and I was looking at my monster, and I just got to like the art. It's like, oh, it's a wizard. Why does a wizard have one less than my monster to hit? Um, but it comes with an extreme reflex save, while having a low fortitude and will save. It is very fast with a 40-foot move speed. It also has a burrow speed, which it didn't make use of, as well as the pedal walk ability, which it didn't make use of, but is a cool little thing because what it'll do in game is it will like create these clouds of swirling like sakura petals and launch attacks from them. And so this is essentially just airwalk.
Okay.
I like it.
Um, its attacks utilize a high bonus. Damage wise, I went high for its bite and moderate for its swirling petals. We can discuss that a little bit. I might drop its swirling petals down a little bit, mostly because of the scatter petals ability. I like keeping this as one action to let it mix stuff up. But I might get rid of the flourish trait and instead just make it once every 1d4 rounds.
I would keep Flourish only if there was another activity it can do with the Flourish trait, but
Well, I had
I feel like
flourish because with it
so I could do
being
it once per round.
right.
Sorry, cut.
Yeah. But if I just make it can only be used every 1d4 rounds, it doesn't need flourish.
Yeah, might be a good idea. Just AoE stuff like that tends to kind of be 1d4 cooldown.
Yeah. I was reluctant to do so, I think, initially, because it does have an attack in game where it'll stand up on its cloud and it'll do like the effect that I base scatter petals off of like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Mm.
But to be
I
able
would either
to keep this while also differentiating it from its other abilities, um, I think I'll stick with the single action, drop the flourish, and make it once every 1d4 rounds.
that or just lower swirling petals by like 2 or 3 points of damage. I think just lower it by one more because it's already at what, low damage?
It is at moderate damage. I could drop it to 3d8s, which is in between moderate and low.
I think that might be better because then you could do that like spam ability that you said.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I like that idea. Shy Decaf, are you guys down for that?
Yeah, actually.
Should I
Sounds good to
go?
me, actually.
Should
Yeah.
I go all the way to low, which would be 3d6 instead of 3d8?
Uh,
I think it's good where it's at,
Okay.
my opinion.
Yeah, personally.
All right. Then I'll keep it one action. I will keep it with the flourish trait, but I will lower damage to 3d8 plus 14. Uh, let's see other abilities. Um, We'll talk about the Wildwood Pounce next. This is based on the Pounce ability, but then comes with the extra effect where it can cause branches to erupt from the ground. Based on it does like an actual pounce in game that will cause branches to erupt. It also has a secondary ability where it'll just cause branches to erupt around it. And I kind of just molded that into a singular effect. So this uses the damage for what's it called? An unlimited use area ability. It is 2 actions, so it's not like it can spam this super easily, but this help plays into the mobility of it, while also getting some decent damage out there. The only thing I might do about this one, and you guys feel free to weigh in, is possibly reduce its reflex save. Unless you guys feel like there's something else off with it. But I think right now, unless you guys have an issue with it, I'm kind of happy with it.
I think it makes sense for its reflex to be what it is, personally, so I don't see any reason to touch it.
If you wanted to keep that like branches around it ability, what you could do is have it so it does like the cone first, and then in a 15-foot emanation or even like 10-foot emanation, that all becomes difficult terrain that it's immune from due to pedal walk. So it could actually just ignore that difficult terrain. And then you lowered the DC by 2.
I'll
That
have
way you have
I'll have to look it up. But I don't think the branches remain for long.
okay. Well, you could even do like I wouldn't do a cooldown on difficult terrain like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was just an idea. Maybe like
It is that is a
creatures
neat
become
concept, because that lets it outmaneuver opponents and stuff.
mhm.
Um,
Could do
that's
like a
something.
mass grab, like how Entangle is.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
yeah. I will look into that. That might just be if I do that, that'll probably just be a fully separate ability.
Mhm.
Um, but all right, that one's good. Uh, since we've discussed those, I do want to discuss its Fury of the Storm. And so this is actually based on the fact that when it becomes enraged in game, it will start following up some of its attacks with like lightning that it just calls from the heavens to shock people with, which is a weird addition to its other powers, but it's like, all right. Um, so for that reference, I have this only be able to trigger when it's at 140 hit points or lower, because I didn't work in an enraged state to this creature. Because this is like I said, this is a Monster Hunter clone. Every single creature has an enraged state. And so
Yeah.
only when it's like specifically important to the creature, like it's a core facet of their design, do I utilize it. It did not feel so even with this ability, because I felt like, oh, this is just a fun way to do that I don't think I need to design a full like enrage ability for this creature.
Yeah.
So this again, because it is a reaction, it gets to use this. It is kind of limited. It can only use it once per round. Most abilities would be that way anyway. So it is using that unlimited use area damage and uses a moderate DC for its level, since it gets to do this as a reaction. How'd you guys feel
I
about
like
that?
it.
You guys like it?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. And that stays as is. Which leaves the last ability to discuss being Swirling Storm. And this is the Murakumo's ultimate move in game. So I might make a requirement, like it has to be at 140 hit points or lower, um, to really sell that. If I do that, though, I might increase the DC. DC's related to it. Uh, I will be honest, I mostly made, like, I can explain why the slashing requires a fortitude save, because, like, there's just so many petals in the area, it's unavoidable, so you're just trying to, like, weather it. Um, but that's mostly an excuse for me to have some varied saves in its design.
Yeah, no, I made a realization that it's very difficult to cause fire damage to the thing when every single fire ability, which is not to say I did not try for multiple, all required reflex.
Yeah.
Like,
You have that one action focus spell that's an attack roll.
except
How
the
dare
damage
you?
from it is still a reflex. Or are you referring just to elemental toss?
Yeah, I was referring to elemental toss.
Well, yeah.
I said one action. Elemental blast
Sure,
is
well,
two.
yes.
Do you not listen
I
to
do.
me when I speak?
I thought you were referring to Igmary's Mark, which was a fortitude save, not a reflex, but that still has reflex for damage. It is also only one action.
Look, I know that you are a base elemental bloodline sorcerer, which means the only thing I know about you mechanically is elemental toss and ignition.
I showed you
because
my
those are
spells
provided by your
yesterday.
bloodline. And everything after that, I don't care.
You saw the spells.
But
Nah, no, I didn't.
how do you guys feel about this ability?
I think it's great. I think it's fun. I
Um,
think sometimes you just have like all in abilities, and especially considering like this is its ult.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 actions is like it's like I'm sure you know, like monster design 3 action abilities are just like this is its whole turn. It can kind of get away with doing something really stupid.
Yeah, it's a little unassuming at first, which I feel like is great for people that haven't faced it yet. Because you're just like, oh, 68 on a 3 action activity on a, decently high DC, and everybody's concealed. Well, all right, I guess it's defending itself. And so then hopefully that lures them to like stick around for the lightning to strike. Um, Given that in game this tends to one-shot hunters, part of me does want to increase the DC for the lightning to extreme, or maybe at least to 38, which is halfway in between high and extreme. How do you guys feel about that?
I
Mm.
I don't think it needs that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be real honest. Like,
yeah, it does have a
see,
lot of
because it's
damage.
68, and at the end of because it's at the start of the next turn,
Yep.
which is I think because of the 1d6 round cooldown, you can kind of get away with it. Like, I
Okay.
think you can get away with it in like not like a oh you're cheating the system kind of way. I just mean more like a no, this is something I expect a 1d6 cooldown to kind of like have a level of like BS to it. So a higher damage is fine with me.
You would
Like
say
I think
higher
this is
damage rather
solid.
than a higher DC?
I honestly think you could leave everything alone right now and it'll still be good.
Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I think the swirling petals is a good change. I will look into maybe a sort of tangling roots ability. Because that might give me another reason to have like a fortitude save in its kit or something,
Mm-hmm.
since grappling targets your fortitude DC. Uh, and then I guess the last thing really is just its flow and flowers ability, which isn't really indicative of anything in the game. I just thought was very fun and added some defensive capabilities to it, as well as encouraging it to keep on the move and play into that skirmisher aspect of its design. Um, you guys all succeeded on your concealed checks, so you have any issue with this ability?
Thank God it's not hidden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zero
hidden.
commentary. I was outside of its range.
Yeah, hidden felt like it'd be too much.
I don't mind concealed personally. Like, it's always one of those that for the most part, most people will never have issues with it until suddenly there's just one session where everyone's rolling
Yep.
2s and 4s on those concealments.
Yeah, yeah.
It just happens. But
Well,
like I think it's a fun effect regardless.
great. Then I think that covers the Murakumo. Uh, Only adjustment we really had to make was damage, and I want to look into the roots and everything. We'll see if that is a change I end up making. But thank you guys for helping me test this out. It has been a blast. Um, Any other comments on it? All right, great.
No.
I got nothing.
Then everybody who came out to watch this or is watching this in the future, thank you for coming by. Thank you for giving this a look. And until next time, which should be next Saturday, stay safe, be good. We'll see you later. Bye.